Alright, it is time. Ooh, it is time for Narja. Narja. Alright, what new stuff did we get? No way. A little bit late to this, but oh well. It is what it is. Okay, I got some decent rewards from that. Huh, that's interesting. Alright, whatever. Nothing in the mail. Okay. Fair enough, I guess. I was thinking there was gonna be something in the mail, but I guess not. What else we got? So the new event stuff, the new trauma code, the login for the free 10 rolls, the trial, and then 2 extra rewards and some other goodies. What is this? So they said that apparently Lab 0 got moved into here now? Oh, here we go, claim all. Okay, interesting. Record, so another way you can get more summons. So if we were to merge with like, I don't know, credits. Yeah, let's do credits. Then we can get, oh yeah, there we go, Lab 0. Okay, interesting. Oh, okay. Yeah, because there's no more Lab 0 anymore for the event. Because the next, I guess, Lab 0 kind of thing is going to be the next patch with the next character. Right now, this is more of like, I guess like a Haru patch or like a cheat, maybe more like Haru, kind of like Chizuru a little bit, where it's like there's not really like new content, like a lot of new content. It's just like a couple things here and there, but the new content really mainly being the brand new character with a couple other things, right? But in this case, the main new content is the new character, and then also the new what is it, like end game mode or whatever you want to call it. So that's the kind of the new content for this patch overall. Oh, there we go. It just came in a little bit later, the summons. All right, nice. Oh, that's right. I think the battle pass got reset, right? Yeah, it did. All right. Let's fucking buy this right now. I don't remember if I said my credit card. I'm gonna have to re-add it. Unless it's saved. I don't remember if I saved it. Okay, I saved it. All right, cool. Might as well. The battle pass is pretty good in this game, so I don't mind spending a little bit for the battle pass. Battle pass, like I said, battle pass in this game is pretty good. Spend $10 and you get a free 5-star like partner. It's really good, and some other decent rewards from it too. That? No, I'm tripping. I was like, is this a new character? I'm like, I don't think so, right? No, it's not a new character, right? No, I think I'm just high. I don't know why. I feel like this is like a new character, but I'm like, I don't think it is. I'm pretty sure she's not. Right? No. I'm pretty sure she already exists. Let me just double check. I'm pretty sure she's been in the game for like a long time, but I feel like I'm going a little crazy here. Yeah, she's been here for a while. Pretty sure. Yeah, okay. Well, I'm just actually crazy. Okay. Honestly, I don't know who I'd pick this time around. Because, like, Nyx is really good, right? The best partner you want to go for. I could go for another copy, so I could give her to another support. That is another option. But I already have one of her. And I already have Priscilla. So then the last options would be these 4 here. Maybe I'd go with Solia. But she's only really good for extra. I mean, she would be good with like Renoa, but she wouldn't really be good with someone like Luke. And then, oh wait, no, I'm tripping. The wrong thing. Yeah, no, that's two separate classes. Okay, never mind. No, I was getting confused because the classes. Yeah, no, this character. This is the one I'm talking about. No, so this character would be better. She would work pretty well with Luke. Maybe I might go with Saritha. Solia, I don't think I really need her. And then Ishlin, I think she's kind of cool, but I don't really have any use for her at the moment. So I might go between these two. That's kind of how I'm feeling. Alright, anyways, time to do some pulls. So game plan, we pull Narja, one copy, and then we pull one of the partner. I did have enough pity to buy a dupe for Serenial, but I was like nah. Even though I could have, and it probably would have been worth it, I honestly just was like, I kind of want to just save my currency for the moment, just in case for the future, because like I was kind of fine with having my Serenial just be one dupe personally. Now getting multiple dupes would have been cool, but like I was honestly fine with my Serenial. Like I was pretty satisfied with her being as 0 dupes, so I was like perfectly fine just keeping her as 0 dupes, because I felt she was already really strong as is, so I didn't really mind keeping her at that 0 dupe status. Anyways, let's do some pulls. So I'm gonna go for the one copy and then one copy of both basically. Alright, 26. Did we get it early? No special animation on the first round, maybe on the second one? Pause? Nope. Alright, fuck me I guess. Alright, fuck me. It's like, okay, great. Alright, surely we get it here though, right? Surely we get it here. Okay, there we go. We have a little special animation. That's good to see. Guaranteed S rank 5-star, whatever you want to call it, character. Hopefully it's Narja. I play so many Gacha games, so I low-key figure out which ones have and don't have 50-50. It would be nice if more Gacha games have less 50-50 bullshit though, to be honest. That doesn't sound like Narja. Yep, okay. Oh, I was 50-50, so that kind of sucks. You got a dupe of Yuki. Oh shit. Hell yeah, at least my Yuki's stronger now. Alright. Alright, you know what? It's fine. It's fine, you know what? Oh, wait. Oh! Wait, oh, okay, I was like, wait, what? I was like, wait, I got her early? I was like, I didn't get any special animation. No, the game just lied to me. Alright, let's do a little bit of shenanigans right now. I was like, for a second, I was like, whoa, wait, what? But I was like, I didn't get it on either animation. I didn't get either animation, so I was surprised. But no, it was just the gold character 4-star I was missing. I'm not gonna have any songs, am I? For her partner. Damn. Having to pity twice is kind of rough. $28 pulls. Come on, give me the animation. Give me the animation at least right here, please. Okay, fuck me, ass. All right, pity it is. That's great. Love that. I love going to pity. Yes, bring me to pity. I love pity. I swear, I better get like Narja and then another Narja, or like another character, because like this just sucks. To be fair, getting another character would be better after Narja. That way, yeah, I'd be guaranteed 50-50 for the next character that comes out. And also because Narja's dupes aren't really that crazy, like it's better to get for sure just get her and then her partner, and then that's it. because her dupes are just like not that crazy from what I've heard around. That's fine, I guess. Damn though, that like, kind of sucked, not gonna lie. It's like, ouch. Huh, okay. I don't know how I feel about the audio cutting in and out whenever I tab out. I could have sworn that used to never be a thing, but I don't know, maybe I'm tripping. They used to play in the background, no? It's like there's like no settings for that either. I don't know, weird. Alright, whatever. Oh, let's hope we get Gaya early. I hope I get her early. I'm not looking too good on summons. Low-key, maybe I should have bought some of the winter packs. Low-key. Maybe I should have bought in some of the winter packs. Still not early. That's wonderful. That's great. Would it be nice if I could get something early here? If I can get her Gaya early. Okay, we got early. Not super early, but still pretty early, so I'll take it. I'll take it. Very, very nice. No, I think it should be guaranteed Gaya, right? I think. That has to be Gaya, right? That literally looks the same thing. Okay, cool. Alright, we got Gaya. Alright. Oh, you know, a little scary there. Okay, nice. Any doubles? Or just the guy, one Gaya? Okay, it's the one Gaya. I'll take it. It's fine. How early was that? That was like, I don't know. Halfway early, I think? Like 40 pity or something? It was like kind of early. From what I remember. But alrighty, I'll take it. I know we still got a decent amount of pulls left over. Not a lot, but you know, decent amount. Kind of wish I got a few more, but oh well. I didn't realize I had enough for the standard banner pull. Well, let's do. Might as well use these as well. Damn, no character. Unlucky. Unless, nope. All right, whatever. Yeah, you win some, you lose some. I still been holding on to this guaranteed character pity selector thing because I'm like, I kind of want to wait before I use it. Right now, I'm kind of debating between Magna, Rin, and then Orlia. So I don't know which of these three I want to go for. I'm just kind of waiting for like maybe a character to come out where it's like one of these three is going to be really, really good with them, or Kayron. But like, I have Chizuru, so I don't really need Kayron because it's literally just like the same thing, but like low-key maybe better. But yeah, right now I'm debating between these three. Really just these two, Magna and Rin, but like don't really need another Ether Void attacker character. Because like I got Chizuru and I also have Renoa. And then Magna, I don't really need an order tank at the moment, so for the time being I'm just kind of waiting. But who knows, maybe with Narja it might be worth getting Magna, because maybe Magna works really, really well with Narja. But for the time being, I'm gonna hold on to it before I make my final decision, because you never know, there might be a chance I pull one and it's like, oh hey, I can just get the other one like that. Now the other question is, can we get lucky and pull her Prism module early? That's the real question, or secondary question. The real question was if we could pull her early, but you know, that didn't work out too well. So let's see if we can pull her Prism early. And never mind, I guess not. It's not. Oh well. It's fine. It's fine. You know, sometimes when you do pulls, they don't always go the way you want them to, but sometimes you get surprised by what happens next. Yeah, but that, yeah, sometimes it happens a lot later than you think it would. Unfortunately. Alright, Yuki dupes. Alright, so what did you get? So now you have removes decreased damage amount by 20% effect on Iceberg Cliff. So basically you get rid of a useless debuff to the card. Okay. Awesome. That's a great buff. I mean, it is a good buff, but it's like kind of goofy because it's like, wow, that's it. Just like, okay, we get rid of one of her what is it, like debuffs that she gives herself just cause, like. All right, great. I mean, the second one here, I guess this is pretty good. Getting guaranteed inspiration for any cards you get immediately at the start of the turn, that could be pretty good, but it's only for 2 turns, so hit or miss. Yeah, I mean, the other ones are basically just getting a bit more damage, so not that crazy. You know, I could still technically give Serena 1 dupe if I really wanted to. But the 2 dupes would have been better because like her secondary dupe's pretty good. But I'll wait for the next character. Who knows? Maybe Serena will have a rerun when we get the next limited character, whenever that happens. I don't really know what the schedule is going to be for how often do limited characters, because when Sereno came out, right, it was like a Christmas kind of thing or whatever. So I don't know if limited characters are going to be seasonal based, or if there's going to be like whenever they feel like it, or if it's going to be like every like 3 to 4 months we get like limited characters. Like I don't really know how they're going to go about it. She just kind of like just dropped in. It's like, oh yeah, she's limited. And it's like, oh, all right, cool, I guess. So I don't really know. I don't really know how they're going to go about it that way. Oh, my Arabelle's maxed it now. Well, I guess. Narja. Get you this. Let's get you some love. And then, man, I really have like no affinity. I have like no fucking affinity. That kind of sucks. I need to buy some more affinity stuff. Damn, I genuinely have like nothing. Alright, we'll look in the shop in a second. Let me just level her up here a bit. Hopefully we can get her up to max. Man, honestly, when I first saw this character through like leaks or whatever, I was like, this is such a cool looking character. And like, oh, she's finally out now, which is really cool. I mean, for almost all the characters like that are coming up, I'm like really excited for, but I will say there are a couple characters where I'm like not super crazy about. I think it's only like 1 or 2 where I was like, oh, when I saw how they look, I'm like, not my type. From their roadmap character, I think it was like the Lolly one that was on the one I was like not really a big fan of, and I was like, ugh, I'm good, bro. The other character, I was like, oh hell yeah, I'm down. I barely have enough for some of these upgrades. I was just kind of an interesting case though, because she's kind of like Orly a little bit, where she seems to be like a bit of a DPS character, but like but in the healer role, right? Or the supporter role, healer supporter role. Because a lot of her cards are like, she can deal damage, she can heal, right? Then she deals damage, she has this veracity thing basically. Then she has veracity, decrease the next card coming in. More veracity stuff, which basically if you're in the veracity state, 80% damage dealt by attack cards, so that can be really good for like basically every single DPS in the game. As well with their own kit. If your HP is 50% or higher, you get 30% damage dealt by attack cards. Oh yeah, so no, my bad, I read that wrong. So predation is the 80%, the plus 80%. The veracity one is 30% damage dealt by attack cards if your health is 50% or higher, and then she just heals basically whenever she like I think it's either her or anytime you use an attack card, you heal 40% fixed heal, which can still be pretty good. then more damage. She can do the increased tenacity damage taken, which can be pretty cool. She has a heal, more predation. So a lot of healing in there, which is good, and a lot of damage. Let's see, what do we want to focus on? Alright, let's go to the shop again, because I need to buy some stuff. Huh? I need more XP. I need more cakes. I'll buy some coffees too. And then I'll buy some EXP. And I'll buy some. Two levels, wow. What am I forgetting? Oh, that's right, the affinity. Need to get her up to 10. So close. Let's get these going as well. Also, let me know how your pulls went, guys. You guys get her? You guys skipping her? You guys going for multiple copies? I probably wouldn't go for multiple copies of this character. I don't really think it's worth it from what I've been hearing. The gist of it is, like, essentially, if you're gonna pull for this character, you just pull for the character one copy. If you're free to play, right? If you're whale, then you know you're whale, whatever. But if you're free to play, then you just pull for the one copy, and then if you want to do a little bit more, you can pull for the partner, which I think is probably the way you want to go about it. Good stream. Have a good night. Oh, thank you. Let's see. No, wait. I need to farm a lot of. I thought I had more of those Brocks. I guess not. I guess not. I thought I had more. Okay. Unfortunate. I have to do more grinding. Here's some of these. Let's see. Yeah, there's those. Alright, we'll see what I farm there. I need more affinity though, that's what I need right now. Generally what I need right now more is affinity. I guess I'll go with this. You're gonna be able to get like a higher rank here. Might be capped out on B. Oh, yep. We're cooked. We're gonna only be stuck at B. Unlucky. Man, oh well, whatever. New travel codes, let's buy them. I got so many of these saved up. I have so many of these saved up. I just literally have been leaving them in my inventory. All right, spent time. 3x. Wait, there's no. A nice hobby. I feel like a skip. Alright, whatever. I guess that's it. Ooh, if I give her that though, that would be enough to get her to 10. Hold on, let me see. What's in the shop? got cakes in the shop. It's only one. It's fine. I'm gonna still buy this. I'm sure we'll have enough currency for that anyways. Alright, we'll give her the cake. And then we'll give her a coffee. And then we'll give her one of these. Alright, there we go. Now we got it. Unigram. Honestly, don't know what unigrams are. I forgot. Oh, whatever. Whatever. Okay. And then I really love the surrounding ones. Let's see. Does this new one stack up? Is this new one better at all? Yeah, we got a brand new one actually. We got a new one with you. Gamer is a pretty nice one. Definitely gonna check that out at some point if possible. Ooh. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. Pretty cool. Act 1, Act 2 completed. Alright, 2x rewards. I think I would do. I think I want to do EXP and I'll focus on the other one. Okay, so there's no new sets. Also, looks like the sets have an icon now, unless they did originally, but I feel like now they included an icon for these. So there's no new set for Narja. I'm assuming her best set's probably going to be like a 2-2-2 piece. I'm assuming it's probably going to be like probably 2 of Tetra, then maybe like 2 healer. But she is a DPS character though, or she can be a DPS character. This one might not be a bad option. I think you maybe would run her with like 2 sets. You either run her with like a Judgment set and then a Tetra set, or you would run her with like a 2 Tetra, 2 Blackwing, and then like a 2 Executioner. I think that's maybe the other way you would go about it. Is either doing the 2-2-2 or you do a Judgment and then the Tetra set if you want her to do a bit more healing. I mean, she's defense-based focused anyway, so that's the one you would go for. But you could probably also maybe make her work with like an Executioner too. So I think there's a couple different ways you can build her. Alright, let's see. Let me go back then. On character. So let me see, because let me go back to her set. Because her healing is based off defense, so you do want defense, so you definitely want Tetra no matter what, at least. But she does do quite a decent amount of damage. The only thing though that can be kind of a negative though, I mean, to be fair, she does have, which card is it? Yeah, this one. 102 defense-based damage to all enemies, increased tenacity damage taken of the target by 100% until they're ravaged, right? So I feel like if that's the case, then maybe because what I'm wondering is like where is it? Yeah, the Judgment set, right? 50% damage amount to instinct cards used against ravaged targets. So like this should still be good on her because she even has a card that helps her with that. Because I was thinking that, oh, maybe you can only run her really with Serennial, but no, like this would still be pretty good, I feel, on her because she has a card that helps out with getting rid of tenacity. But granted, there's only one card, but it's still pretty useful, right? And then I'm assuming that there might be a case where you maybe want to duplicate that one or copy it. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do Judgment, and then I'm gonna do 2-piece Judgment and 2-piece Tetra. That's what I'm gonna go with. And then she's probably going to be built just like you want defense, probably maybe some critical damage. That's probably going to be the main way you build her, I'm assuming. Alright, let's see if I even got any good pieces though, because I don't know if I do. At least anything that's going to be like useful here. Ego recovery could be pretty good as well. Let's try this one. Damage over time is pretty useless though. This is okay. And then this is a decent one as well. The attack is useless, the health is okay, but not super crazy. Alright, let's check the other pieces then. See if I got anything better to cook up. This one's kind of useless because we don't really need the attack. Ooh, yeah, okay, so 2 pieces kind of lacking for me. Might have to craft. Yeah, alright. 3 piece. That's useless. This one could work. Not the best for her. That one's really good. This is also really good. Both basically the same thing. This is better though because it's flat instead of percent defense though, so we'll use this one, I think. A couple others as well. This one's really good off the bat as well. Oh, okay, well this is the one we're gonna use then. This is like way better for her. Okay. Very nice. What else we got? What else we got cooking up? This is pretty good too. Okay, might use that. Alright, I think we'll use this one for now. This is already like really good for the most part. What else we got? This one we probably want, if we have a chance to get defense as a main stat, would be really good, but instinct will also be fine probably. Got 1 instinct. Do I have anything from the Tetris set? I only have these. Alright, so then we'll just use this one. That's decent at least. Yeah, I want the fence as the main. Okay, that one's pretty good. The other subsets kind of suck, but for the time being, it's usable. Alright, then I guess I'm running Tetra for these then. Anything better? No. Alright. Craft. Specifically need more of this one. Let's do 3. It's okay. Not useful. Better, but there's no defense. So this is like the best one so far. This is pretty good so far. Not defensive focus, but still usable. And then the other 2 just kind of suck. Okay. equip that one. Might as well try a few more. Go 3 again. No. Could be useful in the future. It has a chance. It has a chance of being good. Okay. Alright, that's the one we use. Alrighty, and then... yeah, we can juice this up to max. This one... I'll juice it up one more time. Alright, I'll leave it there. Alright, not too bad, not too bad. How are we looking on stats now? 389 defense, 14 crit chance, and then almost 200 crit damage. So, you know, stats are they're statting. I mean, you know, they're not bad. 40, you know, they're definitely there. I mean, she's almost... okay, no, that's lower. Okay, never mind. That's like half lower. Okay. You know, but her, you know, I think this is like decent stats for the timing, right? I think this is pretty decent. I mean, heck, we haven't even gone like the other stats here, so you know, we still got a bit more building up to do. Let's do some EXP farming. So how does this new system work? So I can do 5 of these runs. Okay. How does it? So let's do my other team. This is a little bit faster. So we do 5, right? So is it going to be 1 battle or 5 battles? To auto. Alright, let me know if auto is being done. Alright, sure, audio. The auto will do the right card here, right? Surely. Surely. Alright, so just 1 run and then you get your rewards. Alright, cool. Very nice, not gonna lie. Probably should have made it 6. Just cause you might run a situation like this where it's like, you know, you're gonna have to do 2 runs anyways. I mean, I guess you could just do 3 and then the next turn you just do 3 again, but that's like same thing basically. Whatever, I guess. I mean, it's pretty good, right, for most things. But like at the same time, you know, with like an event, a nice event like this to get more rewards for 2x the amount, doesn't really play super well with that, you know. That's all I'm gonna say with that. Alright, now we'll hit auto. There's no way it doesn't do. I'm not trusting it. I swear sometimes the auto was like, hey, let's just do all the support cards and then let's just wait till the very last second when we have no more AP to do any of the attack cards. It's like, oh great, wow, that's a great decision. Love that. Like, oh yes, exactly what I needed. Alrighty, very nice. Should I? Let's get her potentials first, and then we'll worry about that. Yeah, let's do this first. And then we can worry about getting those potentials up. You know, we could actually run her right now. We do like one run, see how she feels like. Even though she's not gonna have anything at the moment. Yeah, let's see how it goes. Full instinct team right here. Full instinct team. Oh, light ball. Very nice. No breaks. Got one already. It's not. I can't even really test out the team. Couldn't even really test out the team this way. Just too much damage. Part of me is like, maybe I should have gone for. Maybe I should have gone the dupes. Like maybe. Look at this. This one's kinda not really super useful, but I'll use it anyways, I guess. Give me... I only have 1 AP. I can't use any of these fucking cards, damn. Fortunate. Oh, no AP. Unlucky. Let's go with... this? Go with this? Meal time. Woo! Big chunk damage. With this. With this. Get more cards. Break again. I love Reroll, man. Reroll's so fucking fun. Such a good DPS character. Generally one of the funnest DPS characters, I swear. Sure. I don't have enough currency for these. Damn. I'm like, oh, I might as well grab those now. But I might also like I want to upgrade these. I need more materials. Maybe we could start a chaos run. Just to mess with some epiphanies for a little bit. Because I do have to get off kind of soon here. Before we do that though, what else is new? Spiral Tower of Screams, 5 challenge attempts, 4 days, so it's like a weekly thing, okay. Interesting. I got all the different mind breaks here. Reward info. Summons, EXP, skill stuff, customizable things. Okay. Ooh, this one looks cool. Monsters that appear possess all attribute weaknesses. Defense-based damage increased by 100%, so they want you to use Narja. The maximum number of cards that can be created per turn is 12. So a bit of a not like a nerf, but like a bit of a like, you can't go too crazy with someone like Serennial, right? But then again, there's always a cap anyway, so it's not really that big. It's not even like a nerf at all, anything. So is it like infinite, like you keep going up and up and up and up, or like what exactly? So 150 floors. This is based on like, yeah, so this is based on the floors you get to. The max reward is 150, so you have to go all the way to the end. But what I'm wondering is if this is like, you have to survive for the whole thing, or if this is more of like if you clear, like for example, you clear the first 5, right? You make it to 6. If you die maybe on 6, your last save point, it will be 6. I think so, right? I think that's how that's probably gonna work. I feel like that might be the case, but I don't know for sure. Otherwise, it kind of like you have to retry all the way from the number 1 and then go back, grind, or, you know, beat every single level back up to 150. Hopefully, it's more of like you beat 5 at a time and then you kind of keep going up and up and up and up. But past that, you can kind of use whatever teams you want. But at the same time, it does have a 5 limit per week, so I don't really know. I mean, we have 5 challenge attempts. It's because I kind of wanted to like level up my Narja and get her a build. So, but I think I could have sworn they said that there was gonna be like, you could run like demo build or something for characters, like if they don't have one ready to go. But I don't know how true that statement really is. Since it did say defense damage is boosted, I might as well run a Calliope build. Or not Calliope, but like Calliope here. But realistically, like Selenia is probably better with Serennial. But like Calliope is still not too bad either. We'll try this out, see how it goes. So there's no free build I can use her on, right? No. Okay. I'll wait then. Cause I kind of want to get my Narja built up before I dive into that. Yeah, I'll wait a little bit. So chaos. Low-key, maybe I should farm this. Maybe I should farm this low-key. Might as well get someone else on these other buffs I haven't gotten yet. Let's just throw some pretty good stuff in here. I mean, there's the equipment. Is this a really good equipment for Serenial? I think it's this one. Pulsating egg. And then the bughorn isn't too bad. This is the better one, yeah. Alright. You know what? Let's do it right in here. Let's go a little crazy. I'll use you. I don't know if I want to use Selenial though. Like I kind of want to, but like I'm also like I don't know. Cause she would be kind of fun, but I'm also like, what if we just did pure instinct team, right? Like this. I don't know.
まだ仕事が残っているのか？これなら戦闘で団員たちを守れそうだな。
Well, I guess on the other side, I haven't really built my fucking cleave that much. Damn, she's looking kind of rough right now. Damn. I did not realize her deck was this kind of like cooked. Alright, let me get her some gear. I didn't realize it was this bad. Yeah, let me give her some gear. That's kind of bad. You can do better than that. I should probably also do this just so it's easier for me in the future. I guess that's not too bad. What else do you need? Sure. Like some of these are really bad. I have to basically buy her entire set here. Okay. Let's do crit chance. Never mind, let's just do random rolls, see if we get something lucky. Crit damage, okay, that could work, Crit chance, okay, that I mean, it's okay, you know, for being honest, it's not that crazy. It's you know, but it is usable, this one's kind of not that great. We can craft the cup. But then again, I can also just save it. Maybe I get lucky. I mean, that's kind of lucky. Kind of. Alright, whatever. And then last one we need is this branch thing here at the bottom. Defense. Okay, we got attack. And defense. Okay. Oh, let's craft up one of these. Very bad. Alright, Khalib. Oh, I got you some gear. It kind of sucks. Low-key. Alright, this one works. This one can work. Alright, there we go. Huh. Sure, why not? That's okay. At least useful. Man, that's such good substats. You know what? I'll save it just in case. Let me anything else that maybe is useful? Nope. Alright. Let's go ahead and equip this one. And then the branch. This one's like kind of crazy. What the fuck? But everything else sucks for it. Alright. Not the best build, but something. I really need to farm the game more. Oh, I need to farm so much. Partner. It's fine. It's fine. I'm sure we'll be fine. Leap level 50 is fine. I'm sure we'll make it out perfectly fine. I'm sure nothing bad will happen. These kinda suck. I'm be honest, big dog, those kinda suck. Give me something useful. I'll be honest, man, these are still ass. These are still ass. Wow, what a way to start, What a way to start. Just starting with a whole lot of useless whatever. Alright, man. Sure. Just give me random stuff. Okay, okay, a little bit better. I'll take this. This is actually somewhat usable. Let's get rid of that shield. Alright. Let's see, so no dimensional tunnel, but it should be fine. I'm good. I don't want that card. Alrighty. So what route shall we take? Boom, 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 boom. Maybe here, but then we hit one of these, which 50-50 is kind of good, kind of bad. What else could be good? Not a lot of question marks is the main thing. Here, a lot of battles, question mark, battle, question mark, mystery, question mark. But if we did, no, because then, I don't know, maybe that'll work. This way, question mark, here, question mark, battle, question mark, battle, battle, question mark. Maybe that'd be the way to go about it. Yeah, so we just have to do like 4 battles in a row, basically. We might die though, is the only problem. Let's test it. I'm sure we'll be fine, right? Right, guys? We won't die. We won't die, right, guys? Easy win. Easy win, no worries. Definitely. Because you want battles to build up your epiphany. gauge, whatever that is.
始末してやろう。
Alright, mystery. What the fuck? Gastronomic. Or we can do Epiphany, but we have to have a curse card. I'll take the Epiphany. And then Serennial. I wonder what it means by 3 though. I mean, like if I use it 3 times, it gets rid of it. Oh, okay, so I use it 3 times, it removes it from deck. Okay, that's pretty good. Oh, there's one.
戦う準備はできているよ。
狙います。はあ。コバルトウィング待機中。殲滅。
Sure. Let it hit me.
何をすればいいの？
戦う準備はできているよ。
I get a heal.
力を貸して。
Ooh, we got a really good card. Alright. I feel like that's her best card for Narja's deck.
狙います。急速チャージシステム。コバルトウィン対象を集中攻撃。対象を集中
I think
攻
this guy
撃し
doesn't
ます。
have
狙います。殲滅。
Tenacity bar.
何をすればいいの？
無駄なこと。私の出番だな。戦う準備はできている。
Attacks me.
何を
What?
すればいいの？
Alright, let's see. So, Shackles of Hunger. OG effect, 33% defense-based damage, times 3. Attunement, which is when the card is drawn. You get Veracity, 4 of them. Okay. So basically, damage, decent amount, and 4 Veracity. And it is a 1 cost. And our options are Skill. 0 cost, 66% shield. So no more. So yeah, 66% shield. Decreased Veracity by max 3. Repeat for each amount decreased. Decreased Veracity by max 3. Do we want to remove Veracity? Oh, I thought we want to build it up. Shackles of Hunger, retain. Decrease Veracity by max 5 or plus 40% damage amount to the next used attack card for each amount decreased. If 5 is decreased, 3 predation. And then the last one here, same amount, we lose once that one of the damage times 3 becomes damage times 2. And then at the start of the turn, if Veracity was activated 3 or more times in the previous turn, move to hand. And then when it goes back to your hand, because of that effect, you get 1 Veracity. This one doesn't really seem that good to me. Because the shield's kind of whatever. Like, this one doesn't really seem that useful. This middle one, though, seems pretty good. Because 40% damage amount to the next attack card used. And then you get predation out of it as well, which does a lot more damage, right? So like, okay, let's see, because the only thing is that it gets rid of 5 of your veracity, but if you do have 5 veracity, then you do get a 40% damage amount for the next attack card used, and then if 5 is used up, then you get 3 predation, which is going to be, I'm guessing 3 turns or 3 uses of predation here for this effect. Yeah, so for 3 uses of this effect. I mean, this one seems kind of good, low-key, to me. I guess the one thing is just trying to figure out if you're able to get, like, a good amount of, like, veracity built up with her, the other cards in her deck, I guess. And then this one, though, so this isn't too bad either. So you still get the original effect, slightly weaker, but then at the start of turn, if your veracity was activated 3 more times on the last turn, this card goes back to your hand and then you get another turn of veracity. But I'm not too sure which is better though overall, because this one sounds like it's better though. Because you do also get an additional 40%, right? This gives you an additional 40% on top of the other effects here. So this overall would give you more damage, right? So I feel like this is better, but I feel like this one isn't too bad either. The veracity was moved to hand. And what's kind of nice too is that this also gives you free extra damage too, whereas this one is like just increasing the damage of the next attack card used. But at the same time, right, I guess for Serennial it isn't really as useful. Yeah, because if you're gonna use it with like Serennial, it's nice, but then again, her main damage is from using multiple cards rather than like having one big card that does like nuke damage, right? Like this would be good like on a Chizuru. I think this is more of like a Chizuru kind of thing, or characters that like have like the one big attack move. So this would be good like on something like Chizuru, but on someone like Serennial, this one might not be that good. Whereas the third option here might be a little bit more useful for Serennial, especially if you're using it with maybe like a what's his name again? Fucking, is it Cassius? Yeah, Cassius, right? The jack of all trades guy with the cubes and all that. This one would be pretty good for that, especially if you run the 0 combo deck or quest card, whatever the fuck it was. I'm having a hard decision choosing which one I want to go for though. Because the nice thing with this is that you still get the original effect, but it gets an additional effect of where you're able to get this back to your hand again the next turn if you're able to get some veracity going, and you get an additional veracity back because this comes back to your hand, which activates attunement, so you get 1 veracity back right there, which can be pretty useful. But then this one is basically giving you more damage on top of it also being retained, so that means it's going to be in your deck for like a little while. I'm gonna go with this one. This one seems a little bit more fun. The one in the middle seems like it could be pretty good. I think it's gonna be really good because it's like, I'm assuming this is gonna be 40 plus the 80, which is gonna be like 120% damage. And then if your health is 50% or higher, you're also gonna be getting 150% damage. So this should technically give you like a fat damage boost, I'm pretty sure, which is should be 150% damage boost, I'm pretty sure. Because if with the veracity you get the 30%, with the HP being 50% or higher at least, then the card itself is giving you an additional 40%, and then it's also giving you predation if you're able to get rid of 5 veracity and still keep enough veracity available, so then you get this 80 here. So like this theoretically will give you like a fat damage boost. Like this is like really good for like characters that like have like a nuke kind of thing going on. So I feel like that's what makes this middle one really, really good, because you're getting like a fat damage boost out of this because of that. The only thing that does require a little bit of building up, because you need to build up enough veracity, right? At least 6, I think. Yeah, you need at least like 6 veracity minimum, so you can at least get the 5 for this thing to go off, you get the big damage, and then have one more so you can at least still have the basic veracity for the extra 30% there. But I think the third one might be a little bit more fun, a little bit, just because the fact it's like you deal damage, and then if you activate veracity the last previous turn, because if veracity was activated 3 or more times, then you move back to hand and you get an additional veracity the next turn. So, because like, I mean, this one might not be that bad with Serenial, but like at the same time, Serenial doesn't really have like a nuke move. I mean, she kind of does, but like, you know, you're kind of more of like, you know, throwing a ton of cards out, right? So I think this one might be better for this team, but I think next time I might try that one. I mean, heck, if you really even think about it, right, I could have used that middle card and then used it with this card instead here, because right, this does pretty good damage and it's AoE, so I could use that with this one and we could do pretty good damage that way, right? So there's different options to run with it, but you could definitely run the middle option and then use it to buff up, you know, Narja's damage yourself. Let's do top, bottom, then middle. Epiphany. And then let's do this difficult fight here. Alright, so let's pop this one. Pop this. Get some velocity popping off. Alright, end my turn. Pop this. This. And then pop shield. Let's get rid of the card now. Break you. So I'll do this. All but one got stunned. Damn. Yes. Do this. Look at the big greenie, huh? Damage. Shield. What was the original effect? Damage, shield, and silver veil. Same thing, basically, just higher numbers. It gains retain. And then you just get shielded, I guess, when you don't use it, maybe. This one is bigger damage, you still get the silver veil, and then that's it. You don't get any shield out of it. I think that's fine. I mean, to be fair, this team is like really survival heavy. I probably should have run like a Selenial or something, because it's literally like 2 support characters. I mean, to be fair, Khalid can also be used as a bit of a DPS character, but like, no, she's kind of also a support character because she's shielding you. So I think in this case, we can make her more of a DPS character, so this one might not be a bad option to go with, given our situation. This took a leap. Let's help the invader. You can eat. I'm assuming for Narja cards you would probably delete it. Probably for sure be that attack card, and then maybe probably one of these. At the same time though, it gives you 2 veracity, which is kind of nice. But I feel like you'd probably remove at least one of them, probably. But for me, I'll keep these because the shield's actually pretty good on her. I'll get rid of one of these. Just goes for her Serenial. You only really want like only one of those. Let's give this to... Sure. Give it to you. Oh, that's right. This is the new thing they added where it's like, oh, if you don't really have that much time in your day to like grind, then you can just like use this once you get to the TP and just like dip out and get some rewards. I mean, as you can see, it's not that crazy. Like these are the rewards you get here, but like, you know, not really worth it. So I'm like, I'm good. I mean, we could just go straight, no? Yeah, we just go straight and then jump up. Oh, bottom straight. Let's go up. What happens if I just fight it? Oh, we do get +3 die stuff for this one. Let's just see what happens when we fight it. Oh, it just explodes. Okay. It just explodes. Do I get anything out of it? I got some random gear. Do I get an epiphany? Oh, I don't get epiphanies out of it. Damn, alright. That sucks. Okay. Well, I guess epiphany is the one you want to maybe go for that one. Yeah, that epiphany would have been more useful, to be honest. I want to use this one really badly, but I'm not gonna have enough. We'll do this instead. Ouch. That hurt. Ooh, okay, a special epiphany here. Ooh, okay. So, original effect first. So, original effect is 110% defense-based damage to all enemies. Increase their tenacity damage taken by 100 until they get ravaged. So our options are now original effect, and on ravage you get 3 veracity. Okay, not too bad. Second effect is we could draw 1. Not too bad, but not too crazy either. Third effect here, it becomes an upgrade card. Each time mealtime is used, you heal 2%, and then you reduce the card by 1 because it has this like specialty epiphany here. Mealtime, which is this one. I mean, don't get me wrong. The big heal, because this is like a big heal, right? Like this is the big heal. And the fact that it's like for the upgrade card, like you just, I mean, to be fair, it's like use it one time and it's guaranteed every single time you use mealtime, you will get this 200%. So the reducing it by one isn't really that worth it, or not worth it, but isn't that crazy because it's like, well, it's an upgrade card. You use it one time and then that's it, right? You use it one time, you're done. So not really that crazy. I'm gonna be honest. Unique is not bad because it makes her more of a bigger healer, but at the same time, you have to rely on mealtime, which, to be fair, you know, isn't too bad. Mealtime's a really good card as it is, anyways. And it heals also anyway. So you get like you basically get like a 300% heal out of this, which is kind of crazy. I think even more than that. So you get like a giga heal out of this, which is cool. But then at the same time, getting through veracity does sound kind of nice. So I'm kind of like, I don't know, because you could also just use I think the first one's better because you get veracity out of it. Plus the overall effect of increasing tenacity damage taken to enemies is still really good. But at the same time, if you're using like a Serennial team, you might not even have to really worry about that as much because Serennial can break most enemies pretty easily on her own. So like, in this case, mealtime is probably better. I mean the upgrade one, because bigger heals would be cool. But like, I think overall the first one is like the better one. I think this is the better one for the most part.
戦う準備はできているよ。果てしない苦痛。
狙います。殲滅。
さて、動くか。
コバルトウィング待機中。
私の出番だな。
Let's go with this.
殲滅。狙います。殲滅。
何をすれば無駄なこと。私の出番だな。
This one we get original effect, damage, if vultures in hand, increased cost by 100% damage amounts, vulnerable, fortitude, and then instead for this one, you deal more damage. And then you get a silver veil. But it's a 2 cost now. To be honest, vulnerable's still pretty good. That's really good though, with the 50% damage taken increase. But I think this is gonna be better. Just cause, I mean, heck, we even like Narja literally reduces the cost anyway. So, but then again, it does only give you the silver veil if you have vulture ejection in hand. Otherwise, you're just dealing AOE damage. So that's the one negative. Whereas this one is just, at least you deal the damage, and then you also apply vulnerability. Yeah. Because then otherwise you would have to have vulture ejection in all the time to get the silver veil. But I think this is more fun. Alright, this one. Meal time. And the...
動くか。
コバルトウィング待機中。
Oh, the goddess one, alright. These all kind of suck, not gonna lie. All these kind of suck. This is like the best one, but yeah, all them kind of. The other ones just kind of aren't that great, but this is like the best one to go for, to be honest. Yeah, so the other ones that I was like, ooh, don't know about that. Don't know about those options. Kind of weren't that great. Damn, I could just blow the fuck up. Let's go with this one. Give me more epiphanies. More epiphanies, please. For this one.
よっしー、完璧な技術、完璧な攻撃。戦う準備は私に力を貸して。何をすればいいの？狙います。殲滅。戦う準備はできているよ。何をすればいいの？私の出番だな。戦う準備はできているよ。何をすればいいの？
Do this. And then we'll do this. Damn, that's a weak ass shield. Fuck. Oh, the shield's so weak. Original effect. Ferocity is fewer than 6 stacks. You gain 6 ferocity. If you have 6 or more stacks, you gain 2 predation. So really strong card. Okay. So our options are same thing, but you get 2 morale. Same thing, but you get 2 fortitude. Or a third option, 0 cost. If mealtime is in draw pile, move to hand. And then if it's in the graveyard, you get 3 morale for 1 turn. I mean, the drawing it to hand is cool. The graveyard thing is kind of whatever though. Yeah, all these kind of suck, not gonna lie. Unironically, all these kind of suck. I mean, fuck, this first one's way better. I mean, you get the same effect and you still get the 2 morale. You lose 1 morale, but that's still morale. Like, I think it's kind of a no-brainer, not gonna lie, which one to go for. Fortitude, I mean, it's not bad, right? More survivability. I think we know which is the best option out of these 3 here, if we're being honest. That other one's kind of like a silly pick. That's like, what are we doing? But like, what are we doing? Like, the first part's cool, don't get me wrong. The first part's cool, being able to bring the card into hand. That's good, especially for it being 0 cost. But then the rest of it, I'm kind of like, are we being real? You know? like the second part is just kind of like, I mean, maybe the first part makes it worth it, but then again, you do lose out on like a way to get like a ton of like predation and also veracity. Like, that card literally gives you like a lot. So I'm also like, you're kind of missing out on a lot of stuff there. So that's kind of how I feel about it. It's like, on one hand, yes, it's not bad, but then on the other hand, you're also missing out on a lot of like good stuff. Is how I look at it, at least. Do we want to kill? We're almost at the boss fight though. Let's do, oh, that's a lot though. Let's do 2. I will do this. Do this, then we'll do this. Oh, yeah, mine broken, great. A little early for mine break, not gonna lie.
戦う準備はできている。一瞬で潰してあげる。
That's gonna be annoying. That's gonna be annoying to deal with. Let's fight it. Alright, so Reroll just does not want to do anything. Alright, that's good. That's great. Love that. What? It fled. Okay, didn't know it was one of those where it's like you have to kill it in time or break it in time. Oh, that sucks. Well, shit. Let's see, let's get rid of... Get rid of... Maybe... The shield. Alright, let's get rid of this one. This one's kind of whatever. Let's get rid of this one. This one's kind of whatever. Not too bad. Ooh, the cube. We definitely want the cube. How about that? Oh, give me that cube. Like really good. Really good on my girl Serenio. Alright, let's hope we can recover Serenio before we get caked. There we go. Alright, let's see. An upgrade. Okay, when Rhapsody is activated 3 times in 1 turn, decrease the cost of 1 random card in hand by 1 until used. 1 time per turn though. Original effect, in the next 2 times Rhapsody is activated, decrease cost of 1 random card in hand by 1 for 1 turn. By 1 random card in hand by 1 until used 1 time per turn. Retain for 1 turn, 100% defense. That's this is just bad. This third option is just bad. There's no point to use this third option. It is not good. Okay. Second option, same thing, but get resolve. Okay, so these two are pretty useless. So it's basically, do I still want the original effect, or do I want this new version of it? I mean, because the original effect, right? It's saying the next 2 times the veracity is activated, you decrease the cost of 1 random card in your hand by 1 for 1 turn, right? But this upgrade version is saying when veracity is activated 3 times specifically in 1 turn, so it can't be like you activate 3 veracity and then between 2 turns. It has to be in the same turn. Then you decrease the cost of 1 random card in your hand by 1 until it's used, which is pretty good, right? Especially if you have like any retained cards. So in that regard, it could be pretty good. And the fact it's only 1 time per turn is fine, because that's kind of how the same thing was anyways with this card here. Or not. Actually, no, not really, because this is saying just anytime you activate veracity, 1 random card will be decreased by 1 for 1 turn. So if you use multiple veracity, you can reduce multiple cards basically in the same turn. Whereas this is saying the moment you activate 3 in the same turn, you get the same effect of reducing the cost of 1 card by 1. But the other gimmick is that that card is able to keep that reduction of cost until it's used. So that's the one difference. So it's basically, do you want it to be a 1 random card for whenever until it's used decreased, or do you want it to be more free for the amount of times of veracity, but the cost reduction limit's only for 1 turn. Like on one hand, I can definitely see why this could be really, really strong. If for some cards like that, especially for cards that have retain, right, that are like really high cost, this can be really good for those. But then at the same time, it's also like, well, the original effect's also just really strong, because you're able to just, there's no like, you have to do it the same turn to get this effect going, right? It's just saying that any time for the next 2 times that the veracity is activated, you decrease the cost of 1 random card by 1 in your hand for 1 turn. But then with the other effect here, it's like you have to do 3 veracity in the same turn to get that decrease, right? So that's why I'm kind of like, I don't know if this one's really that good. It being 1 cost doesn't really matter as much. What matters more is like the effect. But so it's like, and the fact that it's also for one time per turn, so you could technically still decrease the card if it has retained the next turn, but you would have to get rid of, or you would have to activate veracity 3 times again to do that, and it would have to go back to that card as well. I don't know, man. Because like I feel like the upgrade card's not bad, but like at the same time, I feel like the restriction of like the fact that it has to be 3 veracity in the same turn is what kind of like ruins it for me. Because otherwise, I feel like this one's just kind of better, low key. The shield thing is useless, right? But still being able to at least keep the original effect, I think is still better. Because this other version of it is like I said, it's not bad, but like it's just the restriction of it having to be in the same turn, right? Because it says 1 veracity is activated 3 times in 1 turn, then you're able to do it, right? So that's like my main gripe with this one, is that it has to be in the same turn for it to pop off. But the benefit is that at least it gets the reduction of cost until you use it. But if you get it for a card that's like that doesn't have any retain, then unless that reduction still goes on, even if it gets thrown into your discard pile, then maybe it could still be pretty good in that case. But I don't know. I mean, that could be pretty good though, right? Because then if that's the case, then at least, even if the card goes into your discard pile and it comes back up again, and if it still has that 1 cost reduction, that could be pretty good in that case, because it does say it is supposed to have the decrease in cost by 1 until it is used. So if it gets discarded, right, but you didn't use it, then technically that would mean that it would still have to go. I'll try it out. I don't know if it's better though, but because I feel like the original effect is stronger, but I'll try it out. Because in my eyes, I feel like the original effect is better, to be honest.
コバルトウィング最大出力すべて砲撃しますさて切ってやろう
えおい
戦う準備はできているよ何をすればいいの私に力を貸して戦う準備はできているよ無駄なこと
狙いますどんな敵でも徹底的に排除いたします殲滅
I'll too late for that.
何をすればいいの
コバ殲滅漂流離れた
Oh, that works. That works.
やっと
Wow, easy.
外に出られるの
Ooh, okay. Definitely not picking Felipe. Cobalt Lights or a Shackle of Hunger? I mean, to be fair, this one was already Epiphany, but... No, I mean, hold on. I need to see. I need to look at my guide again. I don't remember if I did want 2 Cobalt of Lights or if only 1 is enough. Don't remember. How many pulls with your streamer luck? I mean, I didn't really get lucky this time around. I had to go all the way to like pity, basically, because I had 30 left over to pull the character, so I went to 30. Got a dupe of Yuki, which kind of sucked, but I mean, that's whatever. And then I had to go back all the way to full pity just to get the character, so didn't get that lucky this time, unfortunately, which kind of sucked. Definitely a bit rough. I did get a little bit luckier though on the partner. I got the partner in like half the amount of summons. How do you have so many pulls? Or how do you... Yeah, how do you... I have to swipe. I mean, I kind of got lucky, I guess, early in the game, and I kind of just play often. I guess that's why. Oh, and I buy the battle pass. I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, to be fair though, my pull count is significantly lower than how it was in the last couple of months. I only got like, I think 7 or 6k crystal, so I might have to swipe by the time the next character comes in, because the next character comes out in I think another 2 weeks. So I might have to spend then. Honestly, I kind of feel like I maybe should have bought the Christmas packs because they weren't too bad. That way I could have stocked up on pulls, because, you know, I'm at a point where I might need to actually start buying pulls, because it's like I only have like about 6k. I might be able to grind up enough to get the next character, but like getting the character and the partner and repeating that process over and over and over again is just kind of like, ooh, I don't know if I can really keep doing that as like a low spender. I might have to like be spending a little bit more for that. But you know, oh well, it's a little bit unfortunate. I mean, I do have pity to buy any character or support or partner, so I do have that going for myself. What element is the next character? We don't really know. I don't know. We probably won't really know what the next element of the feature character is until like 2 weeks from now, basically. Basically, when this banner, when Narja's about to leave, that's when we'll know what the next character is and what they're gonna, like, what their element's gonna be. I mean, I think we do know what the next character is, but we don't know what their element is at the moment. So I'm assuming it's probably not going to be instinct anymore, because at this point we basically have like a full instinct team. So I'm assuming it's probably not going to be her. It's probably going to be like somebody else. I mean, it's going to be like a different element, most likely is my assumption. Let's see, are any of these... Okay, so none of the cobalt lights are worth copying. So I guess I'll just copy another Shackle of Hunger, I guess. There's no point having 2 cobalt lights, okay. Ooh, okay. On Ravage, 60% fixed shield, that's really good. Do I give it to Serenial or do I give it to Narja? That's good. That's really good for Serenial teams. Do I still have the tenacity or the increased tenacity thing on my Narja? Or did I get rid of it? Okay, I still have it. That's good. I'll put it on Narja. Just saying, no, I mean, the next character is not Tib, Biddies, I am pulling. I mean, the next couple of characters we're going to be getting are going to be massive, have massive plot, you know, they're going to have massive plot. So, no worries about that. There is like 1 or 2 characters that don't have that, and I might pull for them, I might not. It depends on how cool their animations are, maybe like their gameplay. But like, I'm not that crazy about. There's like 1 or 2 characters that are like that where I'm like, not really my thing. But basically, almost every single character coming up, it will be like very nice, you know, like Serenial, Narja tier of like they got a lot going on, you know. So, you know, let's just say we're looking pretty good. We're looking pretty good. I will say though, I probably should be getting off now because it is getting quite late. I have to wake up in the morning. So we'll have to pause this run, at least stream. I might continue it later myself, but I'll have to pause this for the time being. So I'll do temporary return here. They did add this new feature where if you are running low on time and you beat a boss or you make it to one of these waypoints here, then you're able to use one of your weekly things and you get like these immediate rewards. It's already morning, what you mean? I mean, yeah, but like early morning is what I mean. I mean, this is kind of worth it if you're like running low on time and you just need to get your weeklies done for this. Otherwise, if that's not the case, you probably shouldn't do it. You should try to go through the whole thing, but it is there as like an option if you really need to just like get those mats out of the way. Yeah, quality of life updates in this are pretty nice, pretty good for the most part. Also, there's the new lobby. I did have to not spam, but I did have to grind a little bit just to get it. Speaking of grinding, I need to grind for Narja a bit more. Also, we got new content here. Spiral Tower of Screams. I haven't tested it out yet, so I don't really know how the full thing works. But the rewards are pretty good. You know, you get some summons in here, different upgrade materials, cool customizable stuff once you get to 110 and past that. I'm assuming the way it works is that you clear 5 and then you make it to the next one, and then if you die on like 10, it resets you back to 6. I'm assuming that's how that works. Otherwise, the other option, because it does say your remaining challenge attempts are 5, maybe it means that you go, actually, you know what, do I have time to test it? Nah, I might have to go to bed. I don't know, I think there's like a couple I don't really know how this works, to be fair. The only, because I'm thinking like now maybe the other thing it means that once you clear 5, it uses a challenge attempt, so you do like 5 at a time. I don't really know how it works, to be honest. But basically, it's new content here. I want to say the way it works is that you kind of go like from level 1 and you keep going up and up and up until you die, and then you have to restart. But I don't really know how it works, and I don't really have time to test it out right now. But there's probably some other YouTuber or whatever that like has done it. I just don't have the time right now to like check that out. I do hope though that it's not like, genuinely I would hate it if it's like you make it to like 25, you die, and then go back and do it all over again at level 1. I would hate if that's the case. I hope it's more of like maybe you do 5 and then like uses up one of your attempts, or if it's like you go up until you can, and then if you make it to maybe like 20, but then you die, you go back to 16 because it's a bigger circle. I kind of hope that's the case at least. You'll do next stream. We'll see. It'll either be that or maybe it'll be Wuwa, because the new Wuwa character's coming out, so maybe we'll be doing that. I think I might try to squeeze in some Nikkei though for next stream. This emote is crazy. I know, right? I'm like, when I saw it, I'm like, I had to get it. I had to get it for the chat, you know? I do like looking around for any cool emotes. Not what do you mean? What was great? It was fun. I mean, I like playing this game too, but yeah. We'll probably do it like a little bit of Nikkei though. Like a very small amount, just to see what the hard mode little cutscene whatever is after beating it. So next stream should probably be later tonight, and then we'll be like delving into like more Wuwa and all that stuff. So yeah. Did you see the Goth Nikkei unit coming up? Yeah, I did. She looks pretty cool. Let me pull her up real quick. Like I saw her and I was like, oh, okay, very nice. Let's see, where is she? I'm not gonna be pulling for her personally, but like, you know, she looks pretty nice. Yeah, here we go. Let me just pull it up. There we go. Yeah, so like I saw her, you know, she looks pretty cool. I mean, pretty hot, you know, definitely very nice. These pilgrim banners are sucking me dry. I know, right? Hey, at least they don't come out super often. Kinda. They only come out for anniversaries at least and New Year's. But like, I'm like, okay, pretty nice. So like, looks are great. I like the voice acting as well. I think it's pretty good. I like how she's basically Rapunzel, but like if Rapunzel was a meat and Rapunzel could like goon all day and not have to worry about fighting for her life, is basically how she is. Also, I think it's fucking hilarious how Oswald is like the fucking OG person who created bestseller. So technically, like, she's like a part of Oswald's squad, kinda. Not really, but like Oswald built bestseller, so like the fact that she's like in bestseller is just kind of fucking funny because Oswald started up bestseller. But yeah, I think that's just kind of funny. Her kit though, I did look at it earlier myself. It doesn't really seem that good. I think at least for PvE content, I think she's gonna be really strong in PvP content. She definitely feels like a PvP character. I mean, to be fair, almost like 90% of Defender characters from that get released are like just PvP characters. And then looking at her kit, like it seems very PvP focused. I mean, heck, what is it? She has a stun here. What else was the bigger thing that was like, okay, this feels like a PvP character. Where was it? Is it here? Yeah, here we go. So there's one of them. Damage taken from electric code enemies gets reduced by 70.4% continuously. So I'm like, that sounds like a PvP kind of character if you're going up against like any like electrical characters like Cinderella, Summer Annis, you know, anyone like that. You could just put her there and then would counter that team basically, right? And then the other one here is this ult here where she's able to give a shield that becomes invulnerable, but at the same time it is only for herself. So yeah, but yeah, she feels very PvP focused to me. I'm not gonna summon for her right away. I'm just gonna wait for her for when she comes out on the standard banner and then just put her into my wish list and then try to roll from there. But yeah, not like crazy for her kit, but you know, she definitely is a hot character. You know, they definitely released a lot of characters like this, like Bay. Bay was in the similar situation, but he's really hot, but not really built for like any content other than PvP. And even then, Bay kind of, you know, Bay kind of sucks in PvP. If I'm being honest. I mean, she doesn't suck, but you know, she's compared to some other Nikkeis, no, she's not nearly as not really as strong, but it's fine. Happens. Limited banner coming up. Yeah, I mean, we should be having a collab relatively soon. I think they said like in Q1 of this year we're gonna have a collab. I mean, heck, they even teased the collab in the New Year's Christmas holiday stream. They teased, hey, we're having collab soon. So the collab should be the thing coming up relatively soon as our next upcoming limited stuff. And then after that should be like a couple events, and then probably half anniversary, most likely. But they did mention, I think they're only gonna do about like, I think 2 collabs this year. Which I don't think it's too bad. I didn't see it. What do you mean you didn't see it? You were here, right? For what is it, when we did the watch party? That was like a couple weeks ago. If not, it's on the YouTube. But yeah, I mean, they had it there. They didn't see, well, they teased it, but they didn't show what the actual collab is. But I remember seeing, I don't know if it was in that one or it might have been in like a different thing, but they did pretty much say that it's like we should be only getting about like 2 collabs this year, basically, and nothing more. Because I think last year was like 3 or multiple collabs. No, I remember we had like a lot of collabs last year. Like the Nier rerun, right? Then we had like, I think the rerun V2 of Evangelion. We had the Stellar Blade collab. We had the Resident Evil collab. I think there's another collab with something else that I'm forgetting. Maybe, I think, was it ReZero or was it something else? I don't know. But yeah, it was like 4 collabs last year, which is kind of crazy. To be fair, one of them was a rerun, but still the collab, right? But I'm pretty sure I remember them mentioning somewhere that this year should be about at least only 2 collabs, so it should be like a lot less on the like crazy collab stuff, which is kind of good, but also kind of like, damn, I kind of did like the collab. So having a little bit less this year is a good and bad thing. Good because it means you can save up more of your summons to pull for them, but then also kind of sucks because there's like a lot less collabs. So 50-50 on that one. Maybe they even reduce the amount of collabs because they're like, oh fuck, this is way too much work for us to like build as many collabs and all this stuff. The Resident Evil collab was pretty cool though. I really liked that one. That was like really cool for the environment, and the characters weren't too bad either. What is it? I mean, heck, it even gave us like a really good skin for the Jill. Like the outfit they chose for Jill was really nice. The one from Resident Evil 5, so I really like that. Better not be 2 collabs of the same one like Evangelion. I don't think it would be the case. I hope not, at least. I think some people were speculating that the upcoming collab might be with Blue Archive, which I'm like, I guess that would be kind of cool, but I'm also like, I kind of rather have it be with like an actual game or another anime kind of series, because I think those are a little bit cooler, in my opinion. Alrighty. Man. How many summons do I got? Because I got like barely anything. Yeah, I got 6k summons. I'm not looking too good on summons, man. It was a little rough. It was a little rough. Cowboy Bebop? I mean, Cowboy Bebop would be something, I guess. I mean, hey, at least it's not like Overwatch, right? With how Overwatch 2 did their fucking Cowboy Bebop collab and all their collabs, which are just like ass. Speaking of games, I'm also pretty excited for the new Rivals update. The only thing is that I haven't really played Rivals that much at all because I've been so busy with other things. So I'm like, fuck, I need to catch up on the season before it's over. So it's gonna be kind of rough to try and do that. And then also, you know, do WoW and all that. I don't know. I don't think the new WoW update tomorrow? No, I think the new WoW update is on Thursday, I think. I don't know, we'll see. But I'll probably be live for it. But I might not be live for it right when it comes out. So we'll see. You excited for the Rival skins, huh? Yeah, I've been spending maybe a little too much on Rivals. It's funny because I kind of spend to buy the skins in Rivals, but like I don't play it as much as I really should. Not because I don't want to, I just haven't had the time to really spend into it. So I've been like, fuck. It's like I want to play more Rivals, but it's like I just don't have the time for it sometimes. And it's like, damn. It's like I buy all these different packs because they have like mini battle passes and stuff. Or you just play the game, do matches, and then you get like these currencies to like buy different like parts of like the shop or whatever. And then it gives you different cosmetics, and eventually one of them will give you the skin or whatever. And I have multiple of those bought, and I still haven't unlocked the fucking skins yet. Like there's one with like a werewolf Captain America, still haven't gone up to that yet. I got one with like a Christmas Squirrel Girl, still haven't gotten that fucking skin yet. So it's like, you know, kind of behind, especially the battle pass, the actual battle pass of the season. I am not caught up with it yet. I'm still several levels behind on that, so I need to grind my ass on that to try and get to at least the final part. Now, luckily, it's not like Overwatch where it goes away. That's one thing that's nice about Rivals. At least battle passes do not go away. But at the same time, I kind of don't want to have an issue where it's like I have to spend some credits in the old battle pass and then spend the new credits on the new one. You know, yeah. On top of rank, I still haven't finished all my placement matches in rank. I think I still need like to do 6 or 4 more. So that's another thing I need to grind up. I only have about a day or 2 left to do that. We'll see how it all goes. I'm pretty bad at fucking managing my own time. So yeah, but yeah, in terms of like this week though, for stuff that we'll probably be streaming, I don't know, maybe I'll do Rivals. We'll see. I haven't done Rivals in a little while. But I usually I tend to play that with my friends. I don't know if we'll stream that one, but we'll go live for Maureen. We'll also do more Wuwa story, trying to catch up with like the new region, doing maybe a little more exploring, having fun with that. There was the new Genshin patch that did drop like earlier today, or I guess yesterday now, that dropped the Columbila. I got on the game, did like 6 singles because that's all I had, and then I was like, oh, I didn't get her, and then I just got off the game. I mean, like, I just don't have fun playing Genshin anymore. Like I play it, and then it's like it just takes so much time to just farm the game that I just don't have, because I play so many gacha games that I'm just like, I'm good, man. Like, I'll roll for a character with like the free summons I got. If I pull the character, cool. If I don't, whatever, it is what it is. I'm not really too interested in hopping in the game, like fully diving back in. So I don't know, we'll see. Maybe in the future I'll hop back in. I heard the new story is kind of cool, which is kind of funny because of like the fact that Genshin was kind of like, you know, not doing too well, but then the other whole games. Basically what I'm trying to say is like, it seems like the Genshin story is kind of going back up again, and then all of the Hoyo stories have been going kind of down. So it's been kind of like an inverse, which for the other half of the time, it's been the other way around, where HSR's story has been kind of going up a little bit. Like, it's not really good, HSR was kind of going down for a little while, but I don't know, something. That's why I'm going into any open world gacha games, because I made too many. Yeah, that's one of the main things that kind of sucks about open world gacha games, that they require too much time. That a lot of these other gacha games like CZN, you can basically auto for the most part. Granted, for Chaos, they still haven't added like an auto, like a full audio for it, unfortunately, which I hope they do in the future. Just to help out with dailies, because Chaos does take quite a bit of time. It's like, it can take quite a decent amount of time to do Chaos. Like 30 minutes, maybe a little more than that, maybe a little bit less if you're quick about it, but about 30 minutes per run. Like, yeah, Chaos takes a long time to get through. So but anyways, yeah, going back to open world gacha games, like like for me, the reason why I kind of dropped Genshin and I don't really play it anymore is just like, I did have fun with it, and I did really love the game when it first came out, but like, there just hasn't been enough QL changes to make the grind easier and faster. If anything, it's been the opposite. It's been kind of worse. And the QL updates have been like so minimal, so slow. Or when you have something like Wuwa, they've been going like crazy, which they kind of have to, because of like how Genshin's kind of in a nice cushy spot. They don't have to do too much, but Wuwa has to do a bit more because they want to try and get more players, right? Because they're like the second runner up or whatever. But like, that's why I like Wuwa more, because they've been doing more stuff, more great QL. Farming in that game feels really nice. It's pretty quick. It doesn't feel like you're fucking having to waste like 3 years of your life trying to get like 10 levels on a character and ascend them, and then getting the weapons and getting into skull mats and all that stuff. It's like, it is just painful in Genshin for me. Like, from what I still remember for trying to farm up levels from a recon sit Lonely, it genuinely felt painful to go in the overworld, kill and find random mobs, maybe get a piece of their talent materials to get up to level up their skills. Sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't, and then you have to try and get the higher rarity ones, and then you have to try to upgrade those from crafting, and then it just takes so much fucking time just to level up characters, and like it generally is one of the main reasons why I don't like playing anymore, is because it just takes way too much time to just level up a character. If they added more QL to make it to where at least if they added something like fucking like one of those things in WoA where you go in, you kill a bunch of mobs, and you get like you know, like how, I guess the way to put it is like how in Genshin there's like books for different classes, right, to level up their skills or weapons or whatever, something like that, right? But then they also have open world mob materials in there too that you do need to level up your characters. That's included in like a couple of the different like specific farming areas where you stamina in WoA, and so you can farm one of those if you really wanted to, and you still get currency to level up your characters from that way. And that's like a decently efficient way to do that, because at least you're getting like a sizable amount, plus you're overall just getting like for the most part basically guaranteed drops almost every single time, more so specifically from those domains where if you just farm that, you're gonna just grind up more and more of those materials. So it's just way easier to level up characters in that game. That's one of the reasons why I level well for the QL and that, where Genshin is like, nah, we're gonna maybe add like another update to Teapot, another update to that new Roblox game mode that they got going on, which is kind of cool. I'll give them credit for that, but at the same time it's literally just Roblox, which is Genshin. So I mean, the base game, you know, it's just kind of whatever. But yeah, speaking, also going back to open worlds, I mean, heck, we've got a bunch coming up for this year. We got Silver Palace, well, coming up soon, but in terms of actually playable, actual playable one's going to be Arknights Enfield, which I think is dropping not this week, next week. I think either next week or in 2 weeks. I will be live for that, hopefully when it goes live. I don't know if I'm busy that day. I might have to see if I can make room, but we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I'll try to be live for that. Definitely going to be try to stream Arknights Enfield as much as possible, because I am very excited for that game, because I do love Arknights, and I am very interested to see how that goes. 50-50 on if I'll enjoy the building aspect or not, because I will, you know, I don't know, we'll see. So yeah, another new gacha for us to grind and enjoy. So I'm very excited for that. I don't know if I'll really do YouTube content for it though. I mean, not to say I don't want to, but like, I don't know if I'm really gonna have the time to like do like a ton of YouTube content for Arknights Enfield. Maybe in the beginning I'll throw a couple of videos out, we'll see, but like later on, I don't know. But yeah, if anything, I'll just maybe treat it like one, I'll just stream it for the most part, and then just do like treat it as like a stream game. But yeah, I'm excited for that. And they're also getting 7 Deadly Sins gacha open world, which is coming out around, I think, a couple weeks after Arknights Enfield drops, because I think it's a February release, like an early February release or something, or end of February, something like that. So we'll be checking that out as well. I don't know if I'm gonna like play it long term, we'll see, because it is made by Netmarble, and Netmarble doesn't do, you know, they do a pretty good job for their gacha games for the most part, I'd say. At least some of the newer ones, like the 7 Deadly Sins one, which, I mean, it's older, but you know, newer one being like a Soul Leveling Arise, that one is a newer one. So we'll see how long we play that one. I feel like I'll probably end up playing Arknights Enfield longer than a 7 Deadly Sins Origin, but we'll see. What happened to JJK and Dragon Ball? We started a new anime game. JJK and Dragon Ball are still there. I mean, okay, well, maybe not Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball's just kind of sitting on the side a little bit. But JJK is still here. I mean, you know, I got videos for it. Not gonna lie, I was thinking about maybe streaming a little bit of JJK to grind out maybe one of the tower floors, and you guys can see me rage and want to kill myself doing that in Minecraft, you know, or Roblox, whatever your pick. But you know, I was thinking about maybe doing one of those tower runs. I did have trouble trying to beat one of them, so that's like, I basically spent like 2 days trying to do that. Probably should have streamed it, would have been probably enjoyable. Though sometimes during those I might just stay quiet because I'm trying to focus on that, but I don't know. Maybe we'll see. But at the same time, there isn't really anything that crazy on JJK. It's basically just if a new character comes out, maybe you do some summons, otherwise you just do the events, which is pretty at that point, you know. So I don't know, but I do have videos for all the JJK stuff on the YouTube. So I do have my JJK summons for all the characters that I summoned for, and then that's just kind of it, I guess. I mean, I have some other stuff too with JJK, but yeah. Alrighty, well, I really should be heading off to bed. So that being said, though, guys, really appreciate you guys stopping by, any of you. And if any of you guys are new here, consider subscribing, following, or liking the stream. It does help me out quite a bit. Probably be back later tonight for some Wua, maybe season, I don't really know. Probably be live for the patch. Maybe not when it goes live for Wua, but we'll be live at some point for some do pulls from Maureen. I'm probably just gonna pull for the character, not for the weapon, because I want to pull for the characters coming out next patch. But yeah, I'm at enough. So that being said, if you guys pulls, if you guys are pulling for Narja, she's a pretty cool support character. And with that being said, I'm gonna see you later. Peace and take care, everybody.